Somewhere out there, on a planet you have never stood on, the sky might be the wrong color. The ground might be acid. The air might be poison. The temperature might be hot enough to melt metal on contact. And the silence might stretch on forever without a single sign that anything has ever lived there. We have always dreamed of other worlds, but the more we explore our own solar system, the more we realize just how rare and extraordinary a truly livable planet actually is. Most of what we find out there would kill you in seconds. Some of it would kill you in less than that. But a handful of worlds keep surprising us. A handful of worlds hold clues. A handful of worlds whisper that maybe, just maybe, life does not need to look exactly like it does here on Earth. Today we are ranking the most habitable worlds in our solar system, from the barely possible to the one planet that got everything perfectly right. And we are saving the best for last. Welcome to Beyond the Cosmos, where we explore the wonders, the mysteries, and the breathtaking truths hiding beyond our world. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button right now because this journey is only getting started. Number 5. Mars. When people talk about humanity's future beyond Earth, Mars is always the first name that comes up. And there are genuinely good reasons for that. Mars has days that last almost exactly as long as ours, just over 24 hours. It has seasons, caused by the same kind of axial tilt that gives Earth its changing weather throughout the year. It has polar ice caps made of water and frozen carbon dioxide. It has ancient river valleys carved into its surface, which tells us that liquid water once flowed freely across this world billions of years ago. But do not let those promising details fool you into thinking Mars is friendly. The average temperature on Mars sits around -60 degrees Celsius. The atmosphere is incredibly thin, made up almost entirely of carbon dioxide, which means you cannot breathe it, and it offers almost no protection from the sun's radiation. Dust storms can engulf the entire planet for months at a time, blocking out sunlight and burying everything in a fine, toxic, rust-colored powder. And yet, of all the planets in our solar system, Mars is the one we could most realistically work with. Future colonies would need to live underground or inside pressurized habitats. Water could potentially be extracted from ice deposits near the poles. With the right technology and perhaps centuries of patient effort, Mars is the candidate we keep returning to. It is not comfortable, not by any stretch, but it is the closest thing to a second home that our solar system has to offer on solid ground. Number 4. Europa. Europa is not a planet. It is a moon orbiting Jupiter, roughly the size of our own moon. And from the outside it looks like a cracked, frozen ball drifting silently through the darkness, billions of miles from the warmth of the sun. But beneath that shell of ice, something extraordinary may be happening. Scientists believe Europa harbors a vast liquid water ocean deep beneath its frozen surface, kept warm not by sunlight, but by the gravitational pull of Jupiter constantly squeezing and stretching the moon's interior, generating enormous amounts of internal heat. That process is called tidal heating, and it means Europa has liquid water even though it sits hundreds of millions of miles from any meaningful sunlight. Where there is liquid water, there is the possibility of life. Europa's ocean may actually contain more liquid water than all of Earth's oceans combined. Some scientists believe that around hydrothermal vents on Europa's ocean floor, microbial life could exist right now, completely invisible to us, thriving in total darkness, fed by chemical energy rising up from the seafloor below. We have not confirmed this, but Europa sits near the very top of every serious list of places in the solar system where life might actually be found. Number 3. Titan. Saturn's largest moon, Titan, is one of the strangest and most haunting worlds in our entire solar system. It is the only moon we know of that has a thick, substantial atmosphere, and we mean truly thick, denser even than Earth's, with a hazy orange blanket of nitrogen and other gases wrapping the entire surface. When the Huygens probe descended through Titan's atmosphere back in 2005, the images it sent back looked eerily familiar. Rivers, deltas, shorelines, vast flat plains stretching toward a hazy orange horizon. But the rivers on Titan are not water. They are liquid methane and ethane. Lakes and seas of liquid natural gas sit on Titan's surface, fed by methane rain that falls from orange clouds high above. And yet, Titan remains a serious candidate for a different kind of life. Some scientists have proposed that life could theoretically exist inside Titan's methane lakes. Not life as we know it, not life built on water and oxygen and warmth, but a completely alien chemistry. Life that breathes hydrogen instead of oxygen. Life that has evolved to survive in liquid methane. We do not know if that kind of life exists, but the fact that scientists are seriously asking the question says everything about how extraordinary Titan truly is. Number 2. Enceladus. If Europa is the frozen ocean world of Jupiter, then Enceladus is its counterpart around Saturn. And in some ways, it may be even more exciting than any other moon on this list. Enceladus is small, only about 500 kilometers across. You could drive its entire diameter in a few hours. But do not let its modest size mislead you. From cracks near its south pole, enormous geysers of water vapor erupt hundreds of kilometers into space, forming a towering plume that scientists have been studying with fascination for years. Scientists have analyzed this plume closely. What they found inside it stopped many of them in their tracks. Water, salts, silica particles, complex organic molecules, and hydrogen. The presence of hydrogen is especially significant because it suggests active hydrothermal vents on the ocean floor beneath that ice, the same type of environment that on Earth is associated with the earliest conditions that may have allowed life to first appear billions of years ago. Enceladus is actively sending the building blocks of life into space right now, at this very moment, as you are watching this. No drilling required, no robotic submarines needed. A spacecraft flying directly through that plume could scoop up samples and analyze them. Number 1. Earth. Here's the thing about Earth that almost nobody stops long enough to truly appreciate. Everything that makes life possible here, and we mean absolutely everything, exists because of an almost impossibly precise collection of circumstances that all came together at exactly the right time, in exactly the right place, in exactly the right way. Our planet sits inside what scientists call the habitable zone, the narrow band of distance from the sun where temperatures allow liquid water to exist on the surface. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. Earth has a magnetic field generated deep inside its molten iron core, acting as an invisible protective shield deflecting the deadly radiation the sun constantly fires at us. Without that shield, our atmosphere would be slowly stripped away and life could not survive on the surface. Our moon, unusually large relative to Earth itself, stabilizes the planet's axial tilt, preventing the wild and violent climate swings that would otherwise make long-term complex life nearly impossible. Jupiter and Saturn, the giant sentinels of our outer solar system, use their enormous gravity to pull away or redirect the majority of asteroids and comets that would otherwise bombard the inner solar system endlessly. Our atmosphere holds exactly the right combination of gases to support complex life, filter out dangerous radiation, regulate surface temperature, carry moisture in clouds, and distribute water through rain across the entire surface of the planet. Oceans cover 71% of the Earth, moderating our climate, generating weather patterns, and providing the warm, mineral-rich environment in which life on this planet almost certainly first appeared billions of years ago. Every single one of these factors had to be right, and not just right in isolation. Each one had to work alongside all the others simultaneously, across billions of years, without failing. Change the distance to the sun even slightly, and the oceans either boil away or freeze solid. Shrink the moon and the climate becomes unpredictable chaos. We are standing on the most remarkable world in the known solar system right now. And most of us walk outside, glance up briefly at the sky, and never think about it once. If this journey across our solar system gave you a deeper appreciation for the ground beneath your feet, then you are exactly where you belong. Subscribe to Beyond the Cosmos so you never miss an exploration into the unknown. Hit the like button if Earth just earned a little more of your respect today, and drop a comment below telling us which world in our solar system you would most want to visit if you could. We read every single comment. The universe is waiting.